It's an excited crowd here tonight at the Impact Arena for this couple of Impact Classic episodes we have for you here, folks, tonight on Impact Television. It's me, Steve-O, and with me is Big D.A.
Steve-O, we are 6 days removed from an epic IZW show, Violent Valentine. A standing room only sold-out crowd. We had chaos, we had controversy, and we found out on March 19th we will have mayhem.
The word wow, D.A., just doesn't cover it, does it?
Absolutely.
So much to talk about on Violent Valentine as we see here the future Hall of Famers. That would be the Revolutionary, Dane Griffin, and the Hate Machine, Big John O'Malley, entering the ring here. Of course, Violent Valentine, D.A., is such a big show. We're not going to be able to show any of the matches here on the TV show tonight. So what we do is we have a couple of what we like to call Impact Classics here, this being one of them.
That's right, we've dug in the vault and we have found some great matches to show you fans tonight.
We've got the future Hall of Famers here, now entering the ring, and crowd just doesn't like these guys at all.
Absolutely. No love for these two men.
I mean, with the name like the Hate Machine, yeah.
You would think it would come natural, Steve-O.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, as we see now, a guy who's really become a crowd favorite, and unfortunately, tonight marks the final appearance at IZW by, like I said, a crowd favorite, a real crowd favorite. Folks, Jesse White here marking his last appearance at IZW.
Absolutely, Steve-O. A real treat for our fans tonight, getting to see the last match of this young man here in IZW.
And made a lot of fans very quickly here with his level of charisma and his level of talent, and just like I said, it's just going to be a shame to see the guy go after such a promising start here at IZW.
Of course, Jesse White, son of Big Van Vader, trained by Angel Williams, looking to take his talent abroad. And Steve-O, you got to think that young man's going to be a big star overseas.
Absolutely, kind of a legacy here at IZW. Big Van Vader, as you know, held the IZW heavyweight title a few years back for several months. And yeah, Jesse White, just a fantastic talent. It could be a shame to see him go.
Man, that kid's come from some great training, Steve-O. As I said, Angel Williams, and don't forget Aaron Neal also involved in that training.
And here we see now, folks, the Widowmaker making his entrance here to the Impact Arena, to the delight of the crowd.
Absolutely, this man definitely a crowd favorite. A big, strong, scary individual, Steve-O.
And we were talking a minute ago about the level of talent. You got to say that this guy right here, man, he is top-tier talent here at IZW, and anywhere around the world that Angel Williams goes, he shows off just the highest level of talent that a guy can achieve, and he's done it here at IZW as well as in Japan.
Absolutely. Angel Williams, and no matter where he is, he makes his ring presence felt.
And this will be a great match. The future Hall of Famers, John O'Malley and Dane Griffin against Angel Williams and Jesse White. That's why we call it an Impact Classic, D.A.
You see the future Hall of Famers taking a step out of the ring. Not wanting to get started with the Widowmaker right now.
6 days ago at Violent Valentine, you saw Angel and O'Malley just about come to blows, but at the last minute, we saw the Hate Machine kind of bow out and turn the whole thing over to, I guess, maybe the newest member of the future Hall of Famers. You think Damon Windsor?
You would think, Steve-O, the newest recruit at least for the future Hall of Famers, Damon Windsor, getting the win over Angel Williams, but like I said, controversial fashion, with help from Big John O'Malley and those brass knuckles.
I'll tell you what, and that was something that going to be controversial. That's some more fallout. That's some reverberations that will be felt on down the line from Violent Valentine. Just some great stuff.
Later on that night, co-commissioner Sam Helton had words for John O'Malley, put him in a match with IZW's newest star and returning star, Lars Manderson.
Lars Manderson came back and came out and actually made O'Malley a pretty good match. O'Malley ended up beating him in the end of that, but not again without any help.
Absolutely, Steve-O.
And we have a bell here, and this match is underway as we have Dane Griffin and Jesse White And again, in his final match here at IZW.
Jesse White off the ropes, the shoulder tackle. Dan Griffin dropped down, ducks a clothesline. Oh, big back elbow from Dan Griffin. Jesse White pops right back to his feet.
Dan Griffin is a fierce competitor as well, so this should be a lot of energy in this match, and this should be a good one.
Let's go.
Dan Griffin, former Impact Division champion, former IZW Tag Team champion.
Now a member of future Hall of Famers, along with Big John O'Malley, and as we said, maybe the newest recruit, the big picture, Damon Windsor.
Certainly made his impression felt 6 days ago, Steve-O. Oh, nice drop kick by Dan Griffin.
Some high-flying, hard-hitting fun there. There you go.
Good drop toe hold. Oh, misses the elbow. Got a lot of air on that. Gave Dan Griffin time to get out of the way.
Let's go.
Throwing those left hands in. Dan Griffin, a big southpaw.
And now whipping him out of the corner into the next, and
ducks the clothesline. We'll go behind. Nice belly to back.
Folks, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with this Impact Classic on Impact Television.
Impact Zone Wrestling presents its next huge event. Saturday, March 19th. It's IZW's 6th annual March Mayhem. March Mayhem. Featuring the return of the Impact Chamber. It's Team Johnny Z versus Team Double D in the 10-man tag team elimination inside the steel cage. Plus, your chance to win an Xbox 360 and much, much more.
Doors open at 6, bell time is 7 p.m.
IZW's 6th annual March Mayhem. Saturday, March 19th at the Impact Arena, 1009 Southwest F in Lawton. Could you be IZW's next superstar? Impact Academy training is open year-round. Learn from IZW's best. Who knows, you could be the IZW World Heavyweight Champion, like Jermaine Johnson. He trained at the Impact Academy. If you think you can handle it, call today. Impact Inc. Impact Inc. Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton. Stop thinking about it and get that ink. Impact Inc. Tattoo Studio. Now you can see the impact. Artist Mark Jose can give you that custom tattoo you want. Impact Inc. Tattoo Studio. That custom tattoo you need. Walk-ins are welcome. Or call 699-7530. Impact Inc. Tattoo Studio. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Closed Wednesdays. See the impact. Impact Inc. Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton. Your TV better be ready. Impact Zone Wrestling presents IZW Impact Television every Friday night, right after Jimmy Kimmel on KSWO Channel 7 in HD. Every Friday night. Or be in the audience and be a part of history. IZW Live every Saturday night at the Impact Arena, 1009 Southwest F. Adults $8, kids 10 and under just $6. Doors open at 6, show starts at 7. Impact Television, Friday nights. IZW Live every Saturday night. Feel the impact.
It's an Impact Classic underway here, folks. Welcome back to Impact Television, and a great match underway. And if you weren't here to see this match when it happened live, well, here's a little bit of what you missed.
Great double team show of power for Jesse White and Angel Williams. But a Slaughter Yakuza by John O'Malley. And then a big kick to the ribs on the outside. He's been back in control, Steve-O. He's been working over that back of Angel Williams.
Angel Williams fighting back now and trying to get out of it, but no. O'Malley ends up putting him on his back.
Good strategy. Nullify some of that power. You see a senton bomb missed right there.
Speaking of on his back, there you go.
Angel Williams back to his feet.
A great match underway here. We call this an Impact Classic, folks, because we're not going to show you any of the Violent Valentine matches. We do want you to be on the lookout for Chaotic Christmas 2010 and Violent Valentine 2011, available soon on DVD. I believe March 19th will be the date for those, DA, and what a coincidental date March 19th turns out to be, huh?
It's amazing, Steve-O. March 19th, our next big show. It's going to be a great show, March Mayhem. The big announcement coming out of that show, the return of the Impact Chamber.
Oh, and a huge announcement at Violent Valentine last week as co-commissioner and owner Johnny Z announces his return to the ring. Can you believe this? He's going to lead a team for the 3rd year in a row. Team Johnny Z going into the Impact Chamber at March Mayhem, March 19th. It's going to be great.
Absolutely, Steve-O. Team Impact Inc. 2-0 the Impact Chamber. A huge announcement. Johnny Z on March 19th turning over his co-commissionership to get back in the ring.
Of course, it'll be Team Johnny Z versus, and to nobody, I don't think anybody's surprised by this, Team Double D. Now, we can tell you all day that we have great ideas for who Double D should pick, and you got to think that Johnny Z probably going to go with the guys that are right there in Impact Inc. for his side of the Impact Chamber.
If you had to ask Johnny Z, Steve-O, he would tell you he has the best team money can buy in Impact Inc.
Well, I'll tell you what, he does have the heavyweight champion. He does have a former heavyweight champion, of course, Mr. Saturday Night, Michael Berry in there as well. And, you know, Impact Inc. is looking as good as they ever have.
Absolutely. Randy Price, the only man to hold the Impact title and the tag team title at the same time. That is a stacked team, Steve-O.
And, you know, Jordan Jacobs coming off of an injury. Very soon, we're going to be seeing him make his return and become something to be reckoned with Impact.
Absolutely, it could be that night.
It could be March 19th, folks. March Mayhem is going to be it's going to be crazy.
See a tag there by Angel Williams, Jesse White.
Oh.
Dez Press takes down Dan Griffin, laying in those right hands.
Going after both of the future Hall of Famers there as he takes a shot at O'Malley.
It's a shame we won't see Jesse White at March Mayhem. You gotta think he would be a great addition to that team of Double D, no matter who he picks.
Double D, you gotta think, yeah, that would be a good shot, a good choice for him to pick. Unfortunately, not gonna get a chance to pick Jesse White.
Really, you gotta think, Steve-O, the advantage really has to be to Double D. Johnny Z, you know he's gonna want Impact Inc. by his side. Double D, a huge choice for the locker room, whoever he wants. Johnny's got to sit around and think, who is he going to put up against me?
Well, you know, that's a double-edged sword, too, because, you know, Double D's going to pick guys that are talented and maybe guys that have maybe some kind of grudge against Impact Inc., but then maybe he's going to pick guys that don't have any kind of grudge against him, and maybe guys that don't want to get involved in that and maybe not put themselves on the line like that. So,
do you break it down as, on paper, as who do I get to nullify the power and the strategy of a Michael Berry? Who do I get to nullify the speed and high flying of a Jermaine Johnson and a Jordan Jacobs?
You know, and I hate to speculate on who Double D might pick, but you got to think one name's coming to my mind, and that would be the real deal, Aaron Neal.
Absolutely, Aaron Neal would love to get his hands anytime he could on a member of Impact Inc., especially Michael Berry.
I think that's almost a natural choice. It's something that we could see in the weeks leading up to March Mayhem. I think what we're going to see is probably Team Johnny Z and Team Double D probably going to be picking a new team member every week as we see that happen. So probably as soon as tomorrow night, DA, we'll see our first choice.
Absolutely. We could have another team member announced tomorrow night. Action here kind of breaking down. Spinebuster by Jesse White. Angel Williams on the outside slugging out with John O'Malley.
This is a crazy match underway. We've got action in and out of the ring.
Jesse White off the ropes. Oh, John O'Malley grabs the leg and takes him down.
That's not cool.
Looks like he's going to pull him outside the ring.
And referee Mark Wilson now out trying to deal with what's going on outside the ring. He's not seeing this.
Angel Williams has Dan Griffin up.
Can't see that. Oh.
DRT dead right there, Steve-O.
And he gets right back out again.
Angel Williams slinking down to the side and hiding down by the apron.
What a great move by Angel Williams. I love that.
Mark Wilson, no clue what just happened.
I don't think Dan Griffin has a clue.
Dan Griffin has no idea what just hit him. He just knows he's down.
Now Jesse White back in the ring.
Jesse White's three-point stance.
There. Look at this.
Off the rope, Steve-O. Big spear. He's got the cover.
And there you go.
Jesse White, a winner in his final IZW matchup here at the Impact Arena.
What a great way to end a great run here at IZW for Jesse White. We're going to miss that guy.